Good morning, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome to What's New Wednesday at Kimberbell on this Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. How are you doing today? Hope things are going really well wherever you are. Who do I have joining me today? It looks like Kathy from Southern Indiana and Rosalind from Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Teresa from beautiful San Diego. She says the sun is out and it's a beautiful summer day. I'm so happy to hear that, Teresa. Good morning, Cheryl from Laughlin, Nevada, and Arva from Louisiana. Hi, Bernadette from Chicago. She says it's nice and sunny out there. Lovely. Good morning, Donna from Estero, Florida. Cindy from Nashville, Tennessee. Mary Ellen. Good morning. She says, always ready for a fun morning with Kimberbell. That is so nice of you to say, Mary Ellen. Thank you for that. Hi, Patricia from Mesa, Arizona. And let's see, Gail from Cottonwood Heights, Renelle from Wisconsin, Brenda from Shamokin Dam, Pennsylvania, Melody from Round Lake Beach, Illinois, and the list goes on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, you guys are coming in fast. Oh, happy birthday, Susan Novak. Did I just hear that? Yep, I'm seeing lots of happy birthdays to Susan. So happy birthday to you, my friend. All right. Well, I hope you're having a great day so far. It's just about to get a little bit better, right? With a little bit of Kimberbell because we've got so much to talk about today. A quick reminder, we've got two events coming up. One that has been scheduled just a little bit differently. So pay attention to that because Craft Night with Kimberbell is postponed 1 week. 1 week. So we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Of course, we've got the deals of the week, new background quilting. The new background quilting this week, you guys, might just be one of my favorite Halloween designs ever that our background quilting team has done. So I'm excited for you to see that. We've got some new things in our last chance category, which we'll talk about. And we've got lots of new products to talk about. Holy cow, we put out a lot of new themes this week. So I'm excited to share that. And I have a special guest who I know you all know and love. So can't wait to have her on as well. So what should we do to get started? Well, let's go ahead and start with some new deals of the week, shall we? There's maybe 4-ish, 5-ish ones, but there's a couple that I'm going to highlight, and then I'm going to make you go to the link to see the rest of them so we don't spend too much time on them because, of course, Cassie talks about them on Don't Miss Monday, and hopefully you didn't miss it this week because there are some great deals going on, including, let me pull it up here. Okay. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here we go. Okay. How about Emma's Collage pillows, I should say Emma's Collage Appliques, and of course you certainly can put them on pillows. Now, these designs, how many of you have ever done collage applique on your embroidery machine? Or how many are intimidated by it? Either way, I'm telling you, if you have not gotten in on this product yet, you're going to want to, because learning how to do collage applique on your embroidery machine is so much fun. I'm telling you, if you are looking for the ultimate scrap buster, this is the product for you. And I believe, yep, it is a digital download. So that's also going to mean not only is it an older product, but it's a digital download. You're going to save a whole lot of money this week only on Emma's Collage Applique. Again, if you have not tried your hand at this yet, now is the time, because I'm telling you, it is just fun, fun, fun. And isn't it always fun to learn new techniques on our embroidery machine? The cool thing about it too is that if you don't want to do the collage portion of it, and that's, Understandable, but I'm telling you, you're going to want to. But even if you don't, you can still use those same designs as just a full-on applique, and it's still going to be so, so cute. So I've got to show you the one that I actually have sitting on my couch here in my sewing room every day, all day, and that is Bless This Nest. Isn't that darling? Look at that. And you guys, look at the collage applique that's part of it. Those are all different little pieces of fabric that are so, so cute. Am I right? Oh my gosh. So whether you put this on a pillow form or maybe you put it like maybe you frame the design or you put it on some kind of other blank, collage applique is the way to go. Look at the nest. Just the nest itself. Guys, I pulled out all my scraps and put those together, and it is really, really cute. And I love looking at it every day. So check it out when you get a chance. Also, slap bands. We love the slap bands around here, don't we? They're all color coded according to the Kimberbell color coding, but these are fantastic for all of your rolls of stabilizer. If you've never used a slap band before, prepare to be amazed. It'll take you right back to the 80s, right? Of the slap bands on our wrists. But now you can keep your rolls all nice and tight. In fact, just because I'm so excited about it, I'm going to grab one of mine right now so you can see how awesome they are. So hold tight. I am coming right back at you. All right. Here we go. This goes to show you how awesome they are. And if you only have one set, you're going to want 2 or 3 because first of all, it's a great deal this week. And second of all, we usually have more than one roll of the same stabilizer, right? So if I'm looking at this and going, okay, well, is that mesh cutaway? Is that light mesh? Is that ultralight mesh? Is that a wash away? Oh no, I don't have to worry about it anymore because I know it's ultralight cutaway. Isn't that awesome? So I have like a drawer full of these here in my sewing room, and now I just know exactly what they are. And I also have a basket full, I don't know if you can see that, back over there, that also are for the 20-inch rolls, and those have been slap banded as well. How's that? Slap banded. So anyway, fantastic deal. Check them out when you get a chance. Plus, there's a few other things, including some stabilizer over there. So there you go. Yeah, Gail. I know it's true, right, Gail? She says, love the slap bands. I have 2 sets and I probably need another. Yeah, you probably do because usually we have more than one size of the stabilizer. So there you go. Love, love, love the slap bands. Yeah, you guys are believers. I love them too. So you're gonna want to get in on this week's deal. Okay, now in addition to our deal of the week that Cassie talks about on Mondays, we actually have another category on the website, and we don't really talk about it very much because it's kind of hit and miss as to what goes in there. It's called the last chance category, and just like the name entails, it's last chance. That means we're not reordering these products. We're not restocking them. We're not going to bring them in again. And so there are some things there on the last chance category that just got added this week. So I'm like, okay, we got to share with you what they are. So in addition to going to the deals of the week page, go to the last chance category because it is your opportunity to get some of these deals that won't be brought in again. So how about this one? This is a 3-yard cut of fabric, and isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. That has a little class to it, doesn't it? Just a little elevated beauty to that 3-yard cut. And if you are looking for something that is going to be perfect, even for like the backing of a quilt, You might want to check that out. That came from Me Time, so it's gorgeous. Also, this embroidery felt pack for fall and winter, it's going, gone here pretty soon. And so that's why that's on the last chance category. How about, oh, I was going to pull this up too, but that's okay. I'm not going to run over and get everything. You're like, okay, Kim, just settle down here. But look at this polka dot glitter, guys. I love the polka dot glitter. And I'll tell you why. You see those little polka dots in there? Those are little tiny holes. And that means if you put that polka dot glitter onto a different color fabric, if you put it on red fabric, guess what? You've got red little polka dots all over your applique project. Isn't that fun? If you put it on a black fabric, you're going to have black little polka dots. And then you've got the black and white going on, and you've got the red and white or the orange and white. I'm telling you, it is the most fun glitter sheet you'll ever have. And we had 2 different colors on for this week's last chance. One of them is already sold out. So if you want it, grab it. It's really fun. And one more I'm going to point out, and then I think there's a few others on there, but that is the Bloomin' pins. These are these 6 decorative pins. Do you guys recognize those pins? They are the exact same fabrics from our vintage fabric flora or vintage flora fabric line. That's how you say it. Vintage flora fabric line that came out. And so I think, whether you make these with the vintage flora projects that we did with Oh So Delightful, or you just want a little pack of decorative pins that would be so cute for gifting, it's part of last chance this week, guys. So we're moving on out, and they're there for you. So check them all out. All right. Now, I teased you about the new background quilting designs for this week. That one of these, well, both of them are so cute for Halloween, I'm telling you. But one of them, I about lost my mind when it comes to a Halloween background quilting design, and I think you will too. Are you ready to see the cutest Halloween designs? These are both large scale designs. It does mean, though, that you can still use a small hoop for it. So don't think you have to have the largest hoop. You don't. But they're both large scale, and that means they are going to go quilt your project lickety split so fast. And it's going to look like you took it to a long arm quilter. Okay. So, real quick about shipping prices. If you spend $99, free shipping on that. So that's kind of cool too. All right. Background quilting. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to show you, both of them are so cute for Halloween. I'm going to show you the first one that is, yes, so cute for Halloween. I love it. But then the second one, this is the jaw drop. Are you ready? Okay, I've teased you enough. Here we go. Okay, this one I believe is called Halloween 14. And so cute, right? We've got the skulls, we've got the bones, crossbones, and we've got the cauldron and all the bubbles. And that just makes me think, yes, of course, Halloween. And it is darling for any kind of Halloween spooky project, right? That's number one. If that wasn't cute enough, wait till you see this one. Look at those skeletons. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Who is loving the little happy skeletons? I mean, look, he's even waving at us right there. Oh, you guys, when I saw that, I just died. To die for cute, right? All right. So both of those, bravo to our background quilting team. Pretty darn cute. Yeah, so creative. I know. Love the skeletons. You're saying love the skeletons. Love the skeletons. I'm telling you. I'm like, okay, what scrap fabric, Halloween scrap fabric do I have in my closet right now? I know there's plenty, trust me. Um, I'm a collector, and I'm thinking, cute, quick table runner, right? I gotta make it. I gotta do something with those skeletons. I love the other one too, but the skeletons just had my heart for some reason. And you guys, you know this about me. I don't love the creepy side of Halloween, right? So normally I'd probably be like, skeletons, but the waving skeleton? Are you kidding me? So cute. All right. So there you go. Okay. Did you guys catch last week's What's New Wednesday? You know the one. It's where I was at a sewing retreat here locally in town and got to meet a whole lot of Bellas out there. Okay. That it was so fun. Shout out to all my friends that were at that quilting retreat. And so I thought what I was going around, I was looking at, what people were working on. Some were working on Kimberbell, some were working on other things. It was all awesome, all very inspiring. And I came across some friends who totally inspired me. And I said, you have to be on What's New Wednesday. So I know a lot of you probably saw it, right? If you didn't see it, it's not too late to watch it because you're going to want to watch it. You learned a few things. One, the Molly zipper pouch, so cute. My friend was learning to embroider for the first time. Okay, shout out Tammy out there from Arizona. Okay, and so I got her embroidering the Molly zipper pouch, and she loved it. She made 2 of them. I'm telling you, she had so much fun. So then, let's see. The next thing we talked about, had my friend Diane from Idaho. Uh, my gosh, I knew what, like Henderson? No, not Henderson. It was really close to Coeur d'Alene. Anyway, shout out Diane. She was there and she was doing Kimberbell's background quilting on a flannel rag quilt. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Okay. And then finally, more friends. I'm a friend collector. I love friends, right? So I've got, let's see, Victoria, Dolly, and Diane, again from the Coeur d'Alene area, and they showed us how to do the fabric shoes, right? Guys, I even have mine on today, and because, okay, do I dare try to get my foot up? Okay, I'm not going to try to get my foot up here. Nobody wants to see that. But look how cute those shoes turned out, right? I'm wearing them today, my friends, and they are so, so cute. My gosh. Okay, speaking of vintage Flora fabric with those little straight pins, those are the flowers that are on the straight pins. Okay, so I'll put my shoes back on here. But what I was going to tell you is 2 things. One, it's not too late to watch that episode. You're going to want to go back and watch it. It's just fun. It's just fun to meet fellow Bellas, right? And to learn from their expertise. And then for Sew and Tell with Kimberbell today, I thought, what better way to talk about the things that you guys have made since that episode? So with that being said, let's do a little bit of Sew and Tell with Kimberbell, shall we? Let's do it. All right. So you guys have been having fun with that. Now I will show you first though. I told Diane who was doing the rag quilt, I said, when you're done, please post a picture because she was sewing all the blocks together and then she needed to go home and wash it so that it got all fuzzy like a rag quilt does, right? If you didn't see this yet on the Facebook page, you got to see it. This was from Diane. And look how cute. She says the seams are all clipped. She washed it. And she says it's soft and fluffy. And she made this, if I remember right, for her friends, maybe best friend's daughter, granddaughter. I think her friend was having her first granddaughter. I think that's what it was. So she made her this quilt, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And the cool thing is she took a flannel sheet, a flannel queen sheet, and she cut up the blocks, and then she shows you in last week's What's New Wednesday how to put this together. So cute. You want to see an even more up close picture? This I want to show you because the background quilting is to die for. We'll give you a link to the specific background quilting that she used for this. But this is actually background quilting that we used on these, oh my gosh, Star Spangled Blue. Oh my heavens, what is the quilt we just did? Star Spangled Beauty. That's what it was. Whoa, we have too many Star Spangled things at Kimberbell, but this one was Star Spangled Beauty. Anyway, this was the background quilting from that bundle, but it's also sold as an individual item too. And isn't it gorgeous? So bravo, Diane. Thank you for sharing that. But then a whole lot of you started making the shoes. And this was really fun to see. So I think I grabbed them all. If I missed any, I'm so sorry. But look at this. I'm just going to go through them quickly. But Cindy, she used black shoes as her base and then used a black and gray cream floral fabric. And doesn't that just elevate it 10 notches? So cute, right? My friend Deb, she said that she had so much fun. She decided to do this with her granddaughter who made them. And what's really cool about that is that she made them for going to school. Like, I think the next day she said, oh yeah, she said the next day she was going to school. And one thing I loved about what Deb says is that she couldn't decide which fabric to use. So she used them all. They're busy, but they're all hers. I loved how you said that, Deb. They're busy, but they're all hers. And look at that. I bet she was so proud to wear those the next day to school. And I bet she even more so loved doing that with grandma. So way to go. Here's a couple more. This one's from Kathleen. She took an old pair of Keds and jackpot. She might happen to be a Houston Astros fan, just a hunch there. And look how good hers turned out. Love it, Kathleen. Oh, here's a more up close picture there. Love, love, love. And then here we've got one. Pam, she also made them with her granddaughter. And love how these turned out with a cute little daisy fabric. Darling, darling, darling. And then finally, this one comes from my friend Shelly. And look, she really went to town. She took 3 pairs of shoes. And let's take a closer look here. Look at that one with the sunflowers, and then this one with another floral fabric. And then she said, why not just put it all together in a collage, right? Scrappy look. These are all Kimberbell, my friends. I love it, Shelly. So cute. Bravo, all y'all who made the shoes from last week. If you have been making shoes, I still want to see them. And don't forget, when we were talking about it on last week, we all agreed that we're going to do boo shoes. So you just wait. Halloween is around the corner, and I am absolutely doing some boo shoes. If you do some boo shoes or any shoes, I want to see them over on our Kimberbell Facebook page. So anyway, machine embroidery with Kimberbell is where you will find that, where to post that. Okay. So we've got some new products available this week. We'll go through them. Gosh, I'm so excited. And then I'm going to introduce you to my special guest. But this week we have some brand new things happening at Kimberbell. These are also at your local quilt shops. If you cannot locate those there, you can find them at kimberbell.com. So what do we have new? Here we go. How about some new leather snap trays? I know you love them and you want all the colors. So we've got you with the brand new red and tan leather snap trays. I got some designs to show you what we did with those. But those, they're just fun, right? And at Kimberbell Day, we brought out the mint and the navy blue. We've got a few other colors, I think, from other things. we've got the colors. So if you're looking for some brand new ones, today is the day where you can find them at your local quilt shop or at kimberbell.com. Now, you might be like new to all this and wonder what the snap tray is all about. Look at this. Snap. This is the red here. And you can't see that the true color of that here in the light, but so cute for Christmas, Valentine's Day, 4th of July. I mean, all the holidays, right, that have a little touch of red in it, but also for every day, like in your sewing room. And look at the cutest design on there. I'm a bit of a sew-it-all. That's one of my favorites from a new product that's also released today. We'll talk about here in a minute. But you just stitch your design on there and then literally snap it up to make this tray. Now, I've seen where people have said, you know what, it's great because they lay flat like in your suitcase if you're traveling. And so then when you get to where you are going, you can just snap it up and now you have a place to hold all your, your keys and your wallet and your jewelry or your whatever. I'm thinking I've got to make one of these just even for my sewing room because a bit of a sew-it-all. Who else is a bit of a sew-it-all out there? This would be perfect for collecting your little scraps, kind of like a little trash can catch-all type thing. You could put your bobbins in there. You could put your thread that you're using, all the things. So the snap trays, super fun. Now, if you're wondering how to finish it off on the back, we mentioned on Kimberbell Day that it would be great just to take a square piece of felt and either glue it to the back so that you don't see the backing of it. And it helps protect, whatever surface you're putting it on. So a square piece of felt, you could glue it on there, or you could use our double-sided Bond Pro, which we use for patches, and actually adhere that to it, and that will cover up the back. So anyway, brand new is the tan. I'll show you the tan here. The tan and the red. Now, see these cute designs that are on here? It's part of a new it's not a CD anymore. Guys, I got that in my head. It's a digital download redemption code. If you do it through a shop, it's a redemption code, and they will get you it'll look like a card that looks almost like the CD, but it now has a digital code in it so that it will always save to your Kimberbell library. Yes. You don't have to worry about a CD breaking or a USB going kaput. It'll always be found in your library. So that is brand new, and it is called Everyday Appliques, Volume 2. And if you are finding this at kimberbell.com, it'll just be an automated download sent right to your library. So either way, you're going to see all these darling designs, and I just happen to have them with me today. So are you ready to see what's on Everyday Appliques Volume 2? Let's do it. How about I'm a bit of a sew-it-all. Yep, this is probably one of my favorites from this new collection of applique designs. And then we've got this sweet little cap for Halloween, right? How about You Are Awesome? And let me tell you, with back to school going on right now, like this week, I know a lot of people are going back to school. I'm thinking, how cute would this be to stitch this out for your child, your grandchild, and leave it like maybe next to their bedside with a little note that says, "You are awesome," and, giving them good luck for the school year, right? But this is a great little place for them to store their pencils and erasers and all kinds of things like that. Maybe their jewelry, just cute, right? And it's a little reminder that grandma or mom or dad or whoever thinks they are awesome. I love it. I love it. So anyway, that's on there. That's design. Now, granted, I'm showing you all of these designs, these everyday applique designs on the little leather snap trays because the leather snap trays are new. But don't let that stop you because everyday appliques can be used on anything, right? So we'll show you some ideas here in just a moment. Let's see. I'm going to show you a couple more images while I get these ready here. And they're for really, I mean, just all different times of the year and different reasons and seasons, as I like to say. I love the simplicity of this one. Thankful for you. Wouldn't that be just like the sweetest little gift to give someone? I love it. Thankful for you. It's great for any time of the year, but also during, of course, Thanksgiving time. So there you go. It's got a little autumn feel, but they're just simple leaves. So really, this can go beyond autumn. You could just make these into maybe some green leaves, maybe even just pink leaves. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? And it's something that can be used for all year long. It's just a really sweet little gift. Speaking of autumn, though, how about Hello Fall right there? Love it. I've got two of those babies right here. So that would be fun, right? All of these that I'm showing you are on the brand new Everyday Appliques Volume 2. Okay, I love this one because how many times do we come in to our home and we need some place to hold the keys or the wallet or the change or whatever? How about this one? Darling, right? Phone, wallet, keys, and kiss. There you go. So I thought that was super cute. Again, a little catch-all for all those little miscellaneous things. How about one for Christmas or, just even winter feeling? This is on the mint tray that we also have. And I absolutely adore that. Noel. Okay. Or how about this one? Ooh, okay. So we have the bit of a sew it all. How about a little friend to match it? May your bobbin always be full. Isn't that so cute? Both of these would be so darling in your sewing room or to gift to sewing friends, right? Or maybe you have like a sewing or a quilt retreat coming up and there's, maybe a raffle or maybe there's you guys all bring something to give away to your friends at the retreat. This would be darling. Maybe right along with that. I think they're both so cute. Okay, couple more that I've got here, and then I'll show you on other blanks. I love this. Fresh herbs. This would look so perfect in my kitchen right now. I think that would be really cute. And let me tell you, I got herbs growing out of my ears right now in my garden because they grow like crazy, don't they? Well, I think that is a darling design. So there's that. And then I absolutely love just the simplicity of this one, this little reindeer, and it's perfect for winter or Christmas. It's just really, really stunning, isn't it? So anyway, all of those brand new this week. You can find them at your local quilt shop, online store, or at kimberbell.com. All right. So as I mentioned, these are called everyday appliques, which means they can be used on other themes besides the snap trays. And I actually have right over here, let's bring this out here, some other themes that we put these designs on. And what's cool about this is that they are items that are also new today that are also part of a brand new event called Comfort and Joy. Okay, Comfort and Joy that's coming out. Now, you don't have to wait for the event to get these blanks because they're also available now, and they're so cute for not only the event projects but also these everyday applique designs. So what am I talking about? Let me show you a couple of pictures here. Okay. Do you remember seeing this one? This is from Comfort and Joy, and it's got this more of a square bamboo hoop. Isn't that cute? Now that's the design that you're doing in Comfort and Joy. But if you're looking to do maybe some of these everyday appliques in more of a bamboo square hoop, look at that. We took Hello Fall and instead of putting it on the tray like this, we just put it in this more square bamboo hoop. Isn't that darling? So anyway, that's another way to use that bamboo hoop. Now, these ones got a little wrinkled when we were just at a trade show, and I didn't have a chance to iron them. But picture this, okay? This is really cute. These are brand new. They're also part of Comfort and Joy, but they're also available starting today. And that is are these little plaid lined tea towels right there. And there's a green one and a pink one. And so our team, again, excuse the wrinkles here because they've been smashed in a suitcase, but they put the little fresh herbs design on the tea towel. Really, really cute, isn't that? And that might just have to go in my kitchen as well. I think that is so pretty. And so if you're looking for these little pink, it's like kind of a flannel feel too to it, pink or green checked tea towels, that trim is already on there. You don't have to add it. Then this would be a darling design with that green one, right? And then this one, let's see. So that's those, and those are also brand new. This one, okay, I don't have the one from the event, but this is a new, what we call wreath scarf. If you were with me on Kimberbell Day, I showed that wreath scarf tied around a wreath. So, so pretty. But this is a new blank. So it comes in a package like this. But again, like our blanks are, the side seams are opened, they're already serged, and then you can put any kind of design on that wreath scarf. Now, picture up here, I don't have a picture of the wreath, but picture that is wrapped around a wreath and then hung on your door, right? Well, we also took, again, everyday appliques. Again, excuse the wrinkling here from the trade show, but right here we put that design, the Noel design that was on a snap tray, and now we put it on a wreath. So you can see you get a lot of bang for your buck when you buy everyday appliques because they could be used on a snap tray. They could be used on a wreath scarf that is tied right around your wreath. So cute. I just love these wreath scarves. Oh my gosh. Lots of possibilities with these ones, okay? And then you could use, that would be so cute, again, on a tea towel of some sort. Maybe it's that pink checked tea towel. Ooh, I'm thinking here, guys. Watch out. The pink checked tea towel and do Noel in pink. That would be really, really pretty, don't you think? So there's that. So lots of ways to use all of these new blanks. They're brand new this week at kimberbell.com or at your local store. We also have one more, and I don't have the sample here, but I'll show it to you. You're making this design in the Comfort and Joy event. But do you see what that design is on? It's a brand new quilted blank. And I am telling you, the green color of this blank is gorgeous. And the quilting is so darling too. So if you're loving the color and the design of that quilting, those blanks come pre-quilted. It already has the batting in it and everything. It also has the invisible zipper in it, so it makes it really easy to insert a pillow form, okay? And then it also has the side seams open so that you can put any design on that pillow cover blank. All of them, again, brand spanking new, listed on our website or at your local quilt shop. So there you have it. Lots of new stuff today. Are you excited about that? I am. I'm really, really excited. Okay. Let's see. What are you saying? The scarf is open. Yes. Yes, Anita. She asked, is the scarf open when shipped so that the stitching does not show on the back? Yes. Isn't that awesome? Just lays wide open so that you can sew it back together after you stitch your design, and there's nothing that you see. It's just a completely finished scarf. If you have not gotten into the wreath scarves lately, maybe we needed to do a whole What's New Wednesday just on wreath scarves, because I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless. You start with a one wreath, and then for every holiday or season, you make a new wreath scarf. So if this is screaming your name, head over and pick up a few of these scarves before they run out, because these are so darling. And now you just switch it out for Christmas. You got one for Halloween, you got one for Thanksgiving, you name it, winter, Valentine's Day, all the things. So there you go. All right, so those are all brand new at Kimberbell this week. And what do we have next? Speaking of brand new, my special guest is coming on right now, because there is a brand new thing happening at Hoop Studio. So everyone, please welcome my friend and yours, Tori.
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you at home today?
I am, and my kids went back to school, so it's quiet. It's so nice.
I mean, we're so sad, right?
Sad for a minute.
Sad for a minute. Yeah, it's bittersweet time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when my kids were going back to school, and now it's just like, oh, nothing new really is going on around here, except I do have some kiddos going back to college. So there you go. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today to talk about this month's Hoop Studio project, because we're not only going to show you this month's, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek at next month's.
Yeah.
Which you're going to dive for. It's amazing. Both of them are amazing. And you want to join so that you don't miss out. Tori, tell everyone who's not familiar with Hoop Studio, what is Hoop Studio? Why do they want to sign up today? Why do they want to sign up for it? What do they get? All the things.
Okay, so Hoop Studio is a subscription over on the Me Time side of things, and it is a monthly subscription, and all the products are different embroidery products that teach you kind of a fun technique you may or may not have tried before. And so, yeah, it's really fun. I think it's $33 a month, and it bills every month on the 20th.
Okay, so you get everything you need, including the design files. So if they sign up, they would get the design files in their Me Time library, right?
And you get that right as your order's placed.
Ooh, nice. So you don't have to wait for the materials to arrive to your doorstep. You can just get stitching right away. Yeah. Okay, I love that. People are loving Hoop Studio. Let's see, where did we go here? Yeah, Cindy. I love how Hoop Studio does complete projects. Yes, I love that too. And Lisa says it's a skill builder. Love it. Okay, let's see. Love Hoop Studio. And this one, Danielle, I'm going to get to your question here in just a moment. So I haven't forgotten you, but I will get to you. Mary Ellen says, so exciting to get Hoop Studio every month. So it sounds like a lot of people do Hoop Studio already. Yeah. But if you haven't done it, you want to get in on it. And this month, I'm telling you, is so darn cute. Should we talk about it? What they're going to get this month?
Yeah, and this month is jam-packed. They get a lot of things in various sizes and a lot of fun techniques.
Okay, so this one's called, is it Carol's Kitchen?
Carol's Kitchen.
Tell us about these projects right here.
So first of all, in the kit, you get enough Insulbright. So you do line your hot pads with Insulbright. And so you'll get enough to make one hot pad and then two of the Pack Nanny hot pads.
Oh, okay. So here we go.
Or oven mitts, I guess.
Oven mitts, yes. Okay, we'll talk about these ones in a minute. Tell us what's so cool, besides how darling that design is, which I can see in a whole variety of colors. Oh my gosh. Tell us about what makes this such a cool technique this month.
So they'll get this in two hoop sizes, so a 5x7 and an 8x12. And what is really fun and different about this is you actually start the binding for this in the hoop.
In the hoop.
So yeah, so when you're done with your project, you'll have the front and the back quilted, stitched, and then the first part of the binding attached on there. So then all you have to do is either finish it on your sewing machine or hand stitch the binding.
I love that. I love that. I mean, when we went to our team and said, do you think we could do binding in the hoop? And they
Mhm.
said, well, think about that. And they figured it out, at least
Yeah.
that those initial steps. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is really, really cool. Okay, so I think this is a darling design. Personally, I'm all about like doing this. I'm thinking reds, like red and white. Would
Mhm.
that be gorgeous or what?
That would be really cute in red work.
Mhm.
The nice thing about the shapes is they're kind of timeless shapes, so you
Yeah.
could just swap out your colors and make them feel seasonal,
Yeah.
or like it doesn't have to feel as springy as it does there.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with you on that. Okay, so this is darling and so cute, but then the wow is coming here. This is
Mhm.
a wow. This is a wow, wow, wow. All right. How's that?
I like the chompers, the oven mitts.
The oven mitts. And like you said,
Mhm.
the Insulbright, which means it's not gonna, it truly
Freezing.
can be an oven mitt, is included in the kit, right?
Yeah. And so they'll
Okay.
get enough to make one hot pad of their choosing and then 2 oven mitts.
Okay. You know what? I love this size of oven mitt. I think it's just a little bit more, I don't know. Sometimes you get bulky oven mitts that go up your arm and stuff, and it's just not as easy to handle something as if you have something like this where you feel like you can just truly grip it, right?
Because I have a few pans that don't have a big handle for you to grab onto. It's like a smaller
Mhm.
one, and I think these
Uh-huh.
would be a lot easier to pull that out of that.
Yes. Yeah, okay. I love that. And look at the quilting on that, you guys. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Okay, so when I saw these, one of the first projects that came to mind that I'm like, "Okay, I gotta do something like this." Oh, and look at that cute
It's a
little
really cute quilt.
detail, right? But how cute would this be to make this with, like, different, striped fabric
Mhm.
for Easter eggs?
Oh, that would be cute.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute for Easter time."
Uh-huh.
And, gift it, around Easter time or springtime. I think that would be darling. But anyway, but also, I mean, just any type of, like, a floral fabric all over or
Mhm.
anything really. And I just think this type of project is very giftable too.
Yeah.
So if someone's having like a bridal shower, how cute would it be to put these little oven mitts in and such and put it in like a gift basket and put maybe some, an oven thermometer in there and maybe some
Mhm.
utensils like, measuring cups and such. Maybe it's like some bread loaf pans or a
Yeah.
bag of flour. Be so cute, right?
It'd be really cute. And the one thing I forgot to mention about the oven mitts, those come in 2 sizes. So you can make them in a 5x7 or a
Ooh,
6x10. And those are
okay.
mostly done in the hoop.
Yeah.
You just have to, if you've ever made a mug rug, it kind of makes it inverse. So you just pull it out and then
Oh,
fold it.
sure. I can't wait to make this. I'm totally going to make these. I think that
Mhm.
is so, so fun. Or maybe like if you don't want to wait around for like a bridal shower gift, this would be a really cute, like just a happy birthday gift to a good friend, pair a set of these up with a little something. This would be cute for Christmas gifts. Maybe pair this up with an apron or something like that. Be
Mhm.
darling.
It would be really cute.
When I'm showing you this design, this is not fabric. This is actually the quilting that's on it, right?
Yeah.
That is really cute. I can't get over our digitizers, man. Look at that. That is fully lined in there. There's
Mhm.
no raw edges or seams showing in that. That's pretty darn cool. Okay. So if they're thinking, all right, you got me. August is the month I am going to sign up for and beyond. What do they do? And can you always like if a month comes up and you're not sure if it's for you, you can skip, right? If you want to.
Yes. But we never recommend it because the projects are so cute.
And it's the only way you're getting them,
Mhm.
right? So you don't want to skip. You want to be part of really, it's an exclusive theme because there's only so many that we have
Yeah.
kits for. So you want to get in on it while you can because, yeah, this is how you're getting the design files.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so tell us all the details on signing up.
Okay. Well, so because we build and started shipping out all of the subscriptions for people that had subscribed today, there are some leftover kits. So if you want the Carol's Kitchen kits, you just go to metimedelivered.com, scroll down about halfway and you'll see Hoop Studio, and then just click the button and then click subscribe.
Oh my gosh. And I have the link, the direct link in our show notes today too. So you can also make it even easier on yourself by doing that. But it is through our sister site, metimedelivered.com. So you won't find it at Kimberbell, but I'm telling you, I want to get on these like right away. So I love that the download files come directly to my library as soon as you sign up. Look at that fun floral little dainty.
So another
detail.
fun thing that we do is you can always see a month in advance. So because today these shipped, we are giving the preview for what will come up next month in September. And I believe you also have those and people are going.
Sure do.
But that's just a great thing that you can always see what's coming up and have enough time to decide whether or not
that's
you
true.
want to get or skip. But
So
don't
you
skip.
said these already started shipping all the materials and everything?
Yeah, today.
So if they sign up today, it's going to be shipped probably today or tomorrow too. Nice. And then of course the files themselves. Okay, are you ready to see? Hold on, let me pull up a picture here. Because pictures always show a lot of detail too. Maybe here we go. Maybe not. Did I not get it? Okay, well, it looks like I didn't grab it, but I can show them to you in person, which is just as good. Oh, actually I did. Okay, here we go. This is this month's Carol's Kitchen, as you see right there for August. But then, as Tori said, you can see the next month's little sneak peek, and that is the Halloween houses. Okay, let's talk about those. And okay, if you're dying for these houses, it always, I mean, this sells out so fast. So you're going to want to get in on this collection because each year in Hoop Studio, we bring out 2 more Halloween Village houses, right?
Yeah.
Look at these. They're dimensional, guys. They stand up and they light up because the windows have this sheer fabric that's also, of course, part of the kit. And so when you put a light under there, it's going to glow. Tell us about these.
Well, and we're so excited. So when we decided to put these in Hoop Studio a year ago, we designed 3 years, so 6 houses all at once. And so we've been excited for these since last year. And so we're just really excited to release the second round of them. Yeah, and so these houses coordinate with the first 2. You kind of have a fun little twist on Halloween that is kind of like the yellows and the purples and the pinks instead of just orange and black.
Yes.
And yeah, just the detail on these is amazing. Again, our digitizing team, they see the artwork and they're like, what if we do this way? And what if we add this flourish here? And it's just, you can tell because a lot of that on the house is stitching. It's not necessarily the fabric. So
yeah, this is stitching there. And this is stitching there. And I love the colors that you guys pull together for these villages. So it's all cohesive and it's just fun. And I'm telling you, this, if I had a light right now, I put that in there. I should have brought a light so that you can see that the sheer windows really do make this is going to glow, right?
Yeah, and you can use like a tea light to have it be like minimal light, or you could even use like a ball of Kimberbell fairy lights and stick it in there, and then they'll kind of have a little bit more light to them. But yeah, those are really fun. That 2-story house is one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh, I know. It really is cool. Okay, so then you always like to throw in a little something extra with these. Look how cute this is.
The little ghost tombstone. So,
oh my gosh.
Last year, they also got a tombstone that had a bat on it. So if you have last year's village and this year's little mini village, you can start to build out your little graveyard.
It's a nice little solid like stone piece right
there.
Yeah.
Our partner that helped us manufacture these kind of mix the resin so that it almost feels like cement, even though it's not. It's just a little
Oh
bit
my gosh,
of
that is super cool. And these were actually designed by our team too. Like
Yep.
this is not something you find in stores. These little tombstones are one of a kind.
Yeah.
So that is so fun. I love it. So wow. Okay, this is September's, but you're not guaranteed. Like if you're thinking, well, I'll just wait till September to get it. There's no guarantee that you could because we only have so many kits, right? So many subscriptions.
Yeah. And we had just found, I think, for Kimberbell Day, we had found a few packages
Uh-huh.
left over from last year's Halloween houses, and they sold out in less than an hour. So there's
Oh,
not
wow.
always a guarantee that we'll have the supplies to make
Mm-hmm.
them. So your best chance is to get them while they're on sale. And yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, so there are so many possibilities with this, and people are loving it. There's just so many different comments here. This is fun. This is super fun. I really want you guys to get in on it. Awesome. Okay, Carol brings up a good question, and I'm so glad you did, Carol, because we got just the person to help answer that. She said she had no idea what Hoop Studio or Me Time was or is. She found the sign up page yesterday and wants the nativity set.
Okay.
You can still purchase that.
Yes. So what I would recommend doing is sign up for Collectible Christmas starting today. And then
Okay.
as a subscriber, you'll have access to the store and get an
Mhm.
extra discount. So all of the subscribers on MeTime get a 10% discount on all of the items in the store. You don't need a code. That's just applied automatically.
When
And
you're
then
a
you'd be able,
subscriber.
yep. And then you'd be
I
able to,
forgot about that.
no. And then you'd be able to go back and purchase all of the material kits for Collectible Christmas this year.
Aha, good thinking. Okay, I love that. Yeah, if you haven't seen that nativity set, it is something else, right? That is
Mhm.
truly phenomenal. And then, as she's saying, it's not too late, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I just lost. Remember the gal who was asked? I know her question, but I wanted to find her name. Do you remember what it was? Someone who just learned about Kimberbell and machine embroidery.
Oh, all the way back.
Yeah, we'll try to find it. But anyway, in the meantime, if you find it, will you pull that up, Tori?
I'll be looking.
Okay. In the meantime, I am just so excited about all things Hoop Studio. We want you to be a part of it, and it's not too late to get Carol's Kitchen. Sign up today so you can get those design files today, and of course, before it sells out. And then you'll also automatically be able to get the October houses next month in September, right? And anything else. And if you wanted to skip, you certainly could, but you're not going to want to. This
No,
is
we don't
how you
recommend it.
get all the things. And I love that everything's included in there. So when it arrives to your doorstep, you can just get stitching, right, Tori?
Mhm. Well, that's kind of the motto of Me Time. We know sometimes that your Me Time, depending on what busy stage of life you're in, it's very limited sometimes, right? And
Yeah.
so we wanted to make it as easy for you as possible to
Mm-hmm.
just have everything ready so that those moments when you just want to be creative but don't want to spend a lot of time cutting the fabric or starching the fabric, it just comes already to you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is. And I see so many people who are part of Hoop Studio and Me Time in general. There's several subscriptions you can choose from, any of them or all of them, and you're loving it. In fact, oh, I found the message, so I'll bring it up here. But what I was going to say is that when I was at that sewing event this last week, there were quite a few people also working on Hoop Studio projects or Collectible Christmas or even Perfectly Pieced. And so that was really cool. Okay, I said I wasn't going to run to get something, but that just reminded me of something else that I could show you that's right there on my table. And that is I'm a subscriber to Perfectly Pieced, which is piecing in the hoop. And at that sewing event, I actually finally did one, and it was like the very first one that ever came out. So Yay me. I finally got to it, but it was there. And let me show you what it turned out like. I actually used my own fabrics on this one. But look how fun that is to take a perfectly pieced project. This was all done on the embroidery machine. All of the piecing is done in the hoop, and it was quilted in the hoop. And then I made this fun pillow that I'm just need to now put a pillow form in. So there's a lot of possibilities over at Me Time Delivered, and all the details are found there. So, all right. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think let's see. Someone else had a question about the tree skirt that was collectible Christmas last year. I think you can buy a digital version of the entire project if you still want to make that in the meantime.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So as we end, well, maybe I'll do 2 quick announcements and then we'll end today's show with a giveaway. And we're going to answer Danielle's question here too. So I just want to remind you that next Wednesday, What's New Wednesday, join me, Mookie, and Liz, and we're going to be talking about how you can become involved in the Tiny Hugs project. We're really excited about that at Kimberbell, aren't we, Tori?
Mm-hmm. It's near and dear to a lot of our employees' heart, and we're excited. We know a lot of other people have experienced similar things, and what a great way at this time of year to start mentally preparing to give back.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So join me next Wednesday for that. Also, Craft Night with Kimberbell was supposed to be tomorrow. We've delayed it by 1 week. So we just had a few more things we needed to take care of. So join Cassie and myself on Thursday next week, the 28th. Cassie's I'll give you a little hint on what's happening there, but not too much because you got to join us for it. But Cassie's going to be doing something that would be for everyday stuff. Hint, hint. Everyday kinds of things. Hint, hint. And myself, I'm going to have the challenge of pulling together something that's Christmas and something that's Halloween and meshing them. What could that possibly be?
I'm excited to see what you do.
I got it here. Now I got to do it here. So on the 28th, and it'll be a whole lot of fun. So anyway, and that will also be, let's see, on the 28th, it'll be at 4:00 Mountain Time. All right. As we end today's show, I do have a couple of giveaways. I thought it'd be fun to give away since we talked about me time and such. We talked about me time. We talked about Kimberbell. How about a little something special from both companies? So we've got these Kimberbell totes, and they're full of some fun little gifts from me time and Kimberbell, including, I won't show you everything, but how about me time? I put in one of these ironing mats. It's the coral ironing mat. Look how pretty that is. I love that. There's some fabric from them. There's some thread. There's a wool pressing mat. There's lots of things in here. So anyway, 2 people are going to win this. And this is how you're going to enter. There's 2 options for entering. And you can do both options. And you have then 2 ways of winning, being one of the winners. The first option was, I was going to ask you today, what are you looking forward to from the new projects that were released today? So we talked about a lot of different things, the everyday appliques. We talked about the new leather tote trays. We talked about the new blanks, such as like the scarf blank and the new tea towel and the bamboo hoop. There's lots of new things that we talked about today, as well as I'll just throw in Hoop Studio in there too, because that is new as well. If you're excited about Carol's Kitchen or even the Halloween houses, let us know in the comments here on Facebook or YouTube what you're excited about. So that's one of them ways. But then the second one, I thought, why not pull up Danielle's comment again? And I love this. She says, "Hi, Kim. I just discovered Kimberbell and I love it. I need to get back to sewing and embroidery and wonder if you have a recommendation for me. I want to make things using Kimberbell patterns." Yes, 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 and yes, Danielle. I'm so happy you asked that question. So the second way of entering today's contest, let's help Danielle out, everyone.
Mhm.
Let's put in the comments what you think would be a great first project, machine embroidery project from Kimberbell would it be? I know a lot of you say mug rugs. That's always a hit. Tori, if you had to say something to Danielle, what would you say?
I was going to say mug rugs. We just had
Mhm.
that most recent volume, which was one of my favorite volumes in the fall. Or there's a bunch of our first volumes available for digital if local quilt shops don't have them.
Mhm.
We've also done recently, Kimberbell had a few project kits that you could try that
Ooh.
feature mug rugs or kind of a smaller project, but gives you everything you need.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I'm trying to think what else. The jar toppers. A lot of people have
Oh,
been having a lot of fun with those, and they're a
yes.
easy project.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So I don't know. What do you think, just off the top of your head?
Well, oh my gosh, there's so many answers coming. I
Okay.
love this. I didn't think about this initially until I'm seeing your comments and everyone's saying the new leather trays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they lay flat, you stick them down on like a wash away sticky back stabilizer, and then you just embroider any applique design. We also have
Mhm.
some free applique designs over on our website that you could get started with. So that would be fun. Any type of applique design that you would do, like maybe on a tea towel, I think is a good starter project. Danielle, we also have, I just put out a brand new how to applique video on YouTube that would be a great starter project as well.
And that
Um,
coordinates with our Creativity Blooms design.
yes, and that was made with our Creativity Blooms design. That's free. So any of those scenes you could check out. Lots oh my gosh, they're coming in so fast. Project kits are who let's see. Nancy says project kits are the best. So, like you said, Tori, everything is included with great directions. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I thank you, Nancy, for that plug. I definitely agree with that. And the nice thing about project kits is that we are using the same fabric in the project kit as what's in the instructions. So it's like you look at you've got your fabrics in front of you, you look at the design, the instructions next to you, and it's almost like having Tori or myself sitting right by you, right? Well,
Right.
it's like having someone from Kimberbell sitting right next to you telling you what to do next. So yeah, definitely.
I
Um,
think I saw someone mention the DDE quilt. If you want to tackle a bigger project, but in
mhm.
bite-sized chunks,
Uh-huh.
the DDE, I know a lot of shops are still offering that, but we also are getting close to where we'll start talking about the next year's DDE. So
Yes.
you can get
Yes, yes,
just a few
yes.
blocks a month.
So Danielle, thank you for asking that question and welcome to the
Yeah.
crazy Kimberbell life, right? We love it. We're glad to have you be a part of it. And of course, if you're on our Facebook page, Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell, then that's a great way to get some more ideas and help from your fellow Bellas and fellas out there, because you throw out a question, a whole lot of people have some answers for you, right? And that's what I love about that group. So anyway, all right, everyone. Well, thank you for joining us today. Sure appreciate you. We love and appreciate our fans, don't we?
Yeah.
And we learn so much from you guys. So thanks for being here. Of course, keep doing what you love and keep experiencing the joy of creativity. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.